Hi everyone, my name is Brad LaPlante, and I'm here with Spartans Illustrated's Paul Fanson. We are here after Michigan State's 63-61 victory over Iowa here at the Breslin Center. Paul, just what are your overall reactions to the game and how Michigan State played?
Well, I think Tom Izzo put it best in the press conference where he said that sometimes it's better to win ugly than lose pretty, and I would definitely say that MSU won ugly today. They got off to a miserably bad start. I think they missed their first 9 or 10 shots and got down 10-0 early. And it wasn't really until Malik Hall came into the lineup that really sparked the offense and kind of got him back on track. Malik, he had a solid game. I think he had either 10 or 11 points. Had a thunderous dunk at one point that really got the crowd to their feet. And honestly, without Malik, I don't think they win tonight. So he was key.
I would definitely agree with that. And you saw earlier in the season when both Akins and Hall were out, we were actually talking on our podcast, Red Cedar Radar, earlier this year about Hall and Akins being out and them just being that sort of glue that melds everyone together. Do you think that holds true now even more so, seeing what Hall did to this lineup tonight?
I would definitely agree with that. I think also the margin for error on this team is still pretty thin. And honestly, tonight, Hoggard did not have a great game. He missed several shots at the basket. He missed some key late free throws. He only had 1 assist to 3 turnovers, I believe. He just kind of continued that struggle that he really had starting in the last game at Indiana. And Walker, I think, also was not quite back at 100%. Hauser did finally put up some decent numbers. He didn't have a great game. So if those three are struggling, I think combined they only had 9 points at halftime, it's going to be tough to win. So, Akins was the leading scorer today. And as I say, I think Malik was in that next group of players that had right around 10 points. Again, without the two guys that have been out the most this year, this team would have been in real trouble today.
Yeah, you're right. Akins did lead with 12 points. Hauser had 11. And then Sissoko, Walker each had 10. And then obviously Malik Hall, with that return, did get 11 points.
Yeah.
So,
and Sissoko, I just wanted to touch on him. I think a lot of people were predicting before this game that maybe it would be another breakout game for Kohler or maybe Carson Cooper. Both of those guys struggled today. I think Cooper got a little bit of time early, and he just really got back down into the paint by Iowa center, kind of a couple possessions in a row, and then that was the last we saw of him, I believe. And Kohler didn't do much better. Sissoko, I thought, actually played pretty well. He played very good defense. He had his first career double-double. He was strong out there. It was good to see him bounce back.
And I don't really like to get into plus-minus too much, but I don't know if you saw that stat.
I did.
Plus 15. That is crazy.
Yeah.
And he wasn't really on the floor for. He had 24 minutes,
yeah.
And so he had 20 plus minutes. And when you're on the floor and you have a net point total of you being there of plus 15, that's got to be incredible.
Yeah, he was definitely the sort of the straw that stirred the drink today. He just really held the team together, and again, they were in some dire straits before he came into the game. But as you're right, sometimes plus or minus is a little bit of a misleading stat. I tend to like it more than some people, but then again, I think Pierre Brooks also was the second highest player in plus minus. He only scored 2 points today, and I think he did play better today. He showed a lot more fight. I think even though he only scored those 2 points, he had a nice aggressive take to the basket, so he's still showing that kind of courage that he's known for as a scorer or a potential scorer. So he hung in there today as well.
So now moving forward for Michigan State, obviously they have the tough game, on the road going against Purdue.
Yep.
In Purdue, that is going to be a very tough game. What do you think MSU needs to do to even have a chance?
I would recommend prayer to start with. I think West Lafayette, it's just a tough place to play. It's a tough place for MSU to play particularly. We've not had a good history there. I'd have to go back and see the last time we won. But I think the good news is now we're playing with house money.
Right.
We needed to get this win tonight because otherwise they would have fallen to 5-5 in Big Ten play. And that's on track for a 10-10 finish. So I think Spartan fans want to see a little bit something better than that, and I think they can. They're on the right trajectory to get there. I don't foresee a win at West Lafayette, but I think after that the schedule does ease up. They get a week off before going to play Rutgers. They get the advantage of playing in Madison Square Garden as opposed to at the RAC. They've already beaten that team pretty badly. Hopefully they can, show a similar performance. But I think this win does set up the back end of the schedule pretty well, even if they go into West Lafayette and lose by 30. Frankly, it doesn't matter. I mean, playing with house money, play hard, try to get a win on 2 days rest again. But if they get a loss, it's okay. The rest of the season, I think, opens up pretty well.
That's cool. So, as always, we will see you guys again next time from Breslin. Thank you.